In today's news, we are gearing up for a huge XRP short squeeze. $272.3 million worth of XRP shorts are facing liquidation should XRP reach just $3. XRP is currently valued at $2.58, up roughly 4% on the daily time frame, and with the current ongoing FOMC meeting, which is going to be concluded tomorrow, and we will likely hear Jerome Powell's announcement of there being more rate cuts, with the official release of the RLUSD stablecoin today and the domino effects will have in the financial markets, XRP could potentially quickly soar to as high as $3, surpassing it and breaking towards all-time highs and much higher. As Ripple CTO Davis Schwartz highlights in his post, the countless opportunities for developers and users who want to benefit from Ripple are now here with the XRP ledger, XRP, and now the release of the RLUSD. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse highlights the RLUSD as an enterprise-grade stablecoin for everybody, and to date it has been released on Uphold, MoonPay, Coinmina, Archex, and Bitso, with bullish Mercado Bitcoin, Zero Hash X, Indie Preserve, and Bitstamp to follow very soon, and I'm sure many more will follow as well. And to give you a little inkling of what these benefits look like for users, once the RLUSD is incorporated to the Uphold Reward Center in January next year, so very soon, you'll be able to unlock a range of benefits like 5% rewards on the RLUSD. This is huge news for the increase of adoption and therefore the price of XRP, and that is one of the biggest reasons why XRP is rallying today. And the RLUSD is actually more bullish than you may realize, as this domino effect will also allow XRP to take over a $182 trillion market with the SWIFT system in the very near future, so increasing its use case and therefore demand, which we'll cover the sources in a little bit. But as Brad Garlinghouse states here, the RLUSD will become the gold standard for enterprise grade stablecoins, and with the amount of FOMO surrounding the RLUSD right now from these massive institutions and even the mainstream media platforms, I would care to agree with him. As we can see here, even NYSE has announced the release of the RLUSD, Wall Street has arrived, and they are bullish on XRP. Take a listen.
News 2. In fact, today, Ripple's new stablecoin will officially start trading. The token is supported by U.S. dollar deposits, short-term U.S. government treasuries, and other cash equivalents. Ripple received the final go-ahead to debut the token by the New York Department of Financial Services last week. Well, joining me now with more is Aurelie Barthier, Principal Research Analyst at Nansen. Aurelie, thank you so much for joining. Big news, of course, that we've been following in the crypto world, and most recently with Ripple announcing that it will be trading its newest stablecoin, Ripple USD. Why now?
It's a great timing for many companies, not only purely crypto, because we are bound to have some clarity on stablecoin regulation. And the motto of this administration will be sort of traditional financial companies and crypto companies getting together in a clear regulatory framework.
So with Ripple getting into the stablecoin market, competing with the likes of Tether and USDC, do you think it was a smart move?
It's true, it's a very competitive space. And the advantages of Ripple is it already has a series of partners, banks, remittance companies, mostly out of the US, not so much in the US. It has established technology, which is cheap and fast. So there are some competitive advantage, but it's true it will be very competitive field.
Mm-hmm.
So evidently smart money is quickly flooding into Ripple and XRP because they understand their role in the future monetary system, for example with the soon to be released Project Pax. As documented here, their live commercial stablecoin transactions are scheduled to go live as early as the end of 2024, so that's literally any time in the next 2 weeks or so. The platform will utilize Swift's existing API framework for banks to instruct ProgMac to settle on blockchain networks, and the current leading network for Project Pax for Japan seems to be the XRP ledger. As we can see from this post here from GAM, Global Special Situation Investment Managers press release, it highlights that they recommend SBI Holding to consider an XRP buyback program to further leverage its blockchain investments, similar to the strategy MicroStrategy has in the United States. This will allow SBI to significantly close the gap between its market value and its NAV, estimated to be at 3.9 trillion yen. Which is insane. I shouldn't need to highlight to you why it's such a big deal and why it's so incredibly bullish for XRP. So, very, very big, at the heart of Project Pack. Innovative approach is the use of stablecoins, ones that are pegged to the US dollar or the yen. And the US dollar will and still is the most dominant in the market, as they make up over 99%, so pretty much all of the stablecoin transactions on the market right now. So the RLUSD is in a highly competitive market, many more US dollar backed stablecoins, but Project Pax and Japan are very bullish with Ripple and XRP as well, which will therefore allow the RLUSD to jump in ASAP to start its takeover of this market, of the global cross-border payments market, valued to be at an estimate of $182 trillion. And again, using the Swift API framework, so Swift and XRP working together. Speaking of which, here are numerous documents showcasing the connection between XRP and Swift, thus supporting my previous claim. And all four of these sources here effectively confirm the exact same thing. Swift and Ripple could easily coexist. With Swift leveraging Ripple's DLT technology, they are working together, and this partnership and the release of the RUSD will cause a domino effect that allows XRP to take over the $182 trillion cross-border payments market. The end of 2024 going into 2025 is the year everything takes off. There won't just be an XRP short squeeze, although there's one coming very, very soon seemingly. Everything though will go flying. And everything bull market. This is how smart money views the markets, which is why I still believe that crypto and we right now can go so much higher, which is why I created a free to join Discord server where over 500 of us now working towards achieving financial freedom, spreading our knowledge in order to become as rich as possible in this bull cycle and cycle to follow. If you want to get the link in the description below, because there are even more reasons why XRP could potentially experience a huge short squeeze before the end of 2024 this year in just 2 weeks time. It is also because of the massive reforming of the SEC, the main institution, the agency who's been suppressing XRP for the past 4+ years. Gary Gensler is resigning, very bullish news, and anyone else who's followed his crypto regime is also being shown the door. SEC Commissioner Caroline Crenshaw, for example, just had her renomination session cancelled, which is very, very bullish. I actually said it's going to happen a few videos back now that she was going to be leaving and getting kicked out effectively. And as critics, including Ripple CLO Stuart already stated, she's actually more anti-crypto than Gary Gensler himself. So she is now leaving, which is very, very big, but that is not all. Also, listen very closely to this video here from Paul Barron. Ripple's advisory board member, Shyla Bear, highlights the crucial role of stablecoins back in 2018. The private equity market, therefore, is likely about to go all in on the RUSD on XRP. Very interesting, take a very close listen.
Look at the advisors. You've got Raj right there, but also Sheila Bear. She's the former chair of the FDIC. All right, so I want to go to a clip of Sheila talking about stablecoins. This was actually 6 years ago. Take a look.
Tell me about a Fed coin and how that would change the financial landscape.
Well, I think that's years down the road, but they do need to be looking at it. There's a lot of private efforts to have what's called a stable value digital currency. If a private entity really did find a stable value cryptocurrency that would be widely accepted, I think there could be a real flight away, another different kind of bank run, a flight out of banks into that cryptocurrency. And I think that's still years off, but it's happening. There are a lot of startups, a lot of very smart people investing in these startups. It's about 1.95% now. It doesn't trickle down. I just went to a large bank I won't name to open up a savings account for my daughter, and I said, well, what's the interest rate on this? And they said 0.01%. So, and that's kind of,
Yeah.
So if you want people to save more by increasing interest rates and borrow less, this is not an efficient way to do it. If you actually had, some level of control and ways to transmit those higher interest rates into consumer pockets, I think you would have a very different monetary dynamic.
0.01%, even at a time when the Federal Reserve.
Interesting that she was forecasting that, because obviously we started to see performance and yield coming in on stablecoins over the last really 24 months. And one of the things that happens with stablecoins, of course, is how they're audited to ensure the reserves are in place. Well, they're going to be, Ripple is going to be audited monthly and give full transparency.
Institutional interest is growing. 44% of asset managers are already exploring crypto, digital assets, tokenization of their assets. The larger firms managing over $500 billion are leading the way with 65% interest right now. We can see that right here. Very, very big news. And by the end of 2025, next year, 22% of firms plan to begin the tokenization of assets. We are still early. We have seen nothing yet. The momentum is so clear. So ultimately, in my belief, not financial advice, but buckle up. Do your own research, come chill chat and learn more. The Discord server link below. And I'll see you in the next one.